Thank you so much. I would like to ask about like college admissions. For example, I would like to pursue musical theater in college, and what would they be looking for, and what are some extracurriculums that would help in that specific territory?
Okay, which territories actually you would like to apply?
Well, my dream college at the moment is American Musical and Dramatic Academy.
Oh, wow.
Or Boston Berklee Conservatory as musical theater major.
Okay.
So I looked through their audition requirements. Most of them are looking for vocals, but what really questions me is that how much does dance take part of it, and does it count as extracurriculars? And like, for example, I perform pretty much like in Taiwan, and I would like to ask, like, these performances, is there like extracurriculums, and does it count as something like extra credits?
Of course, you know, any experience that you can have are important. Of course, I don't know specifically what they ask in this university because I didn't apply there, but what I can tell is that take as many classes as you can, try to be on stage, even small projects, you know.
That's true.
When I started, before being professional, I was singing sometimes in front of 10 people, really, even less sometimes. Once I performed for 2 persons, seriously. Back then I was taking any experiences I could. So yeah, of course, if I knew exactly what they wanted, I could give you a more specific answer, but generally just take any experience and try to diverse your experience. Like, for example, if you're a rock singer, try to do opera, and then try to do soul music, try hip-hop too. That's what I did. I wanted to try every kind of music to be able to find my way of singing, and I think all the experience that you can have will help you to enter this kind of university. Good luck with that, really. That's a nice project.
Thank you so much.
Any other questions?
这个我就没办法翻译，实在太长了。但是我可以翻译一句，他曾经观众只有2个人。
Sorry.
Okay, only translate you you were singing in front of 2 people. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. OK， 还有谁想要提问呢？OK，Sorry，
就是没有，我英文没有很好，不要这样。
好，没有，我什么都没说，我什么都没说。
OK， I'm just gonna ask her.
OK。
我太紧张了，它会导致我上台的时候没有办法很好的进入这个角色的情感之类的，这样有什么方法？Okay.
So her question is that because a lot of people stress a lot before they go on stage, of course, and especially for her, she isn't sure, like, when she go on stage, how is she able to dive into that character's, like, feel connection to that character and like their background or like what they want to express throughout the show. And she is hoping for an answer, like, is there any specific way to help us to dive in and just relax and feel connected to the character?
You know, it's been years I'm doing this job, and I'm still asking myself the same question before going on stage. You know, every time, and specifically when it's a new show, you have no idea how much I stress. And what I do, you know, you need, of course, to find your thing to calm down. What I do, I know I walk a lot. I try to empty my mind, doing some breathing exercises. But of course, that's what works for me. You need to try, you know, I know this guy, he's literally running, doing push-ups, abdominals before going on stage, you know, just to empty his mind. And yeah, when I need to do to act a character, and specifically a character that takes a lot of my energy and a lot of my emotion, I need to have my mind completely empty. I'm not saying it's full of many things, but I need it to be empty to let the character come to me. You know what I mean? So I'm sorry, you will always stress before going on stage. You just need to learn how to control the stress. And actually, once more, it's my thing, but I try to use this stress sometimes when it's too much in my character. That's also something that I can do with some specific characters, not with all, of course. But yeah, good luck.
好，他说，就算是到他这种等级的人呢，他上台之后也是还是会紧张，还是会害怕的哦。那很多时候，其实你是要先清空你的一个思想，才能让另外一个角色住进你自己的身体。那有些人可能会一直原地走路啊，然后跑步啊，然后甚至去做一个伏地挺身一个动作。那所以祝你好运。
I want to ask that how to sing powerfully because sometimes
Sorry, to sing what?
sing powerfully, sing with power.
Powerfully, sorry.
Yeah, because sometimes I think that my voice is too soft, but the song is so hardcore, and I can't perform the song well. And I want to ask if there's some practicing skills for it.
Of course, of course. First thing, the old students, you know what I mean? Old students can tell you what the first thing about that you need to do. Let's see if you remember our teaching last time. So what is the first thing to sing more powerfully? Basic sing. Before that, breathing, yeah, that's true. The breathing part is so important. You have no idea why. It's not just people think, okay, breathing is just putting air in my body and then and put it out with a sound. It's way more than that. You need to focus and to try to understand, to picture the breathing as the structure of your voice. Because that's the support you need to be able first to sing, but specifically in the case of your question, to sing more powerfully. Of course, I'm not saying after the masterclass you will sing powerfully like Christina Aguilera or Mariah Carey, of course. But I want to tell you something. If you work hard, you can. When I started singing, I was singing horribly. No, I'm not kidding. I was singing horribly. The only gift that I had was my ear. I could understand the music, but my voice sounded more like a duck than a singer, really.
Yeah, we actually have a video, so.
Okay, let's watch it.
No, we don't have a video.
No, sorry. So to answer your question, the first part, of course, is the breathing. You need to really work hard on that. Then, of course, there are exercises that we can work on, and specifically, like, for example, we'll start like with simple exercise like. And then we will try to work on the nuances. Things like that. And of course I have many exercises that I can work on with you. But yes, of course it's possible to sing more powerfully, even if you have a voice like that. Don't worry, everything is possible. I'm the best example. I sing horribly when I started, but I wanted to become a singer and I worked hard, so everything is possible.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Now good luck with translating.
I think she understand. Yeah.
The rest needs to understand too.
那其实每一个人都是可以唱到那个。那刚刚那个问题是说，他怎么样去让自己的，他觉得他自己的声音很细，他怎么样可以去唱出一个强壮有力的声音呢？就是呼吸。所以只要像他刚刚那个这样啊，那个就可以了。
Oh wow! Show me that. You should do the masterclass with me. No, you will actually. I need you for translating. 其实重点还是说在于就是一个呼吸了哈。那呼吸的话，你还去思考，就是说你呼吸的时候啊，你前面有一个什么样的一个像是能量带子的东西啊，其实真的很长，我真的忘记了，所以OK， 那我们现在换线上的那个来提问。
好，喂，好，这个 Bertrand Lin 他说，我想要甄选音乐学校大师班，有办法帮我吗
So he want to apply for the music school. That's Bertrelin.
I think he doesn't like you.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. So she wants to apply for the music school. Can this master class help me for that?
Of course. Okay. I it's hard for me to answer specifically because I need to work with you guys. You know, I can just answer generality to you because I need to listen to your voice and how you act and everything. But of course, it can help you. I need to hear your voice and understand what you need to work on to become a better singer and actor or whatever you want to become, better musician. And of course, this masterclass can help you. Definitely.
那这个课程一定是可以提供一定的帮助了哦。那但是还是需要去知道说你自己的声音啊，然后还有你想要做的、你想要学习的部分啊，就是像不管是在戏剧啊，或者是在歌唱的部分啊，哦，那这个就是说只要来上大师班的话，那基本上老师都是一定可以帮助你的。Okay, next question.
好，刚刚他的问题的延伸我还没讲完哈，就是他说那个他对唱歌毫无经验，是比较适合基础班还是大师班？就是如果他想要甄选的话。
Okay, so the question is not finished, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but basically, she have no experience in singing. So, you think like she's better for a beginning class or like the master class?
Of course, she can apply to whichever she wants. If she's a total beginner, yeah, the discovery class would be maybe better. But depending on how she sings, if she can sing good and if she is a bit self-confident, she can try to join the master class too.
那其实还是看，就是说，当然，可能基础班会好一点啦，但是还是要去看他说他个人怎么样去唱的程度到底是怎么样啦。那如果他真的很想要去好好的学习的话，那其实也可以试试看报名大师班。
喂，好，下一个问题是 John Eyzen 问的。
So the next question is from John Eyzen.
Yeah, I'm talking to myself sometimes. More fun than I know. That's an actor thing, actually, when you think about it.
好，他的问题是 Usually there are many musical pieces. How did John practice in a short time when he got new music for the musical? Question mark.
I don't sleep much. To be honest. You know, a lot of people think actors or singers are lazy people who just have pleasure. If they can come to our long hours and days of training, they will have a different opinion about it. Well, of course, it depends on the song, but what I do when I have to learn lyrics really fast, I separate all the part of the song in some, for example, first verse, or sometimes half of the first verse, second one, and I try to focus on each part until I'm able to sing it without watching the lyrics. Then I do that with all the different parts, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I go back to the first and try to do first, second, and third. That's the way I learn my lyrics. And as for the acting part, actually, that's what I'm experimenting nowadays with Napoleon, when I don't have much time to study the lyrics and the acting and everything. Well, I'm trying to do my best. Let's say that. No, for the acting part, I did a lot of researches on who was Napoleon, trying to see as much documentaries as I could. I read a lot of things about him to try to understand his personality, and of course we will go a little bit deeper in the interpretation thing, but I try to find how I can relate to the character at some point. Of course, I'm not, and it's a good thing, I'm not like Napoleon, you know, who was like such an ambition. Oh my God, you have to translate all that after, I'm sorry. Okay, I will try to make it short. Of course, I'm not, the best example about the acting thing, Napoleon was really ambitious. I can be ambitious too, so I try to find the ambitious part inside me and try to make it 1,000 times bigger and then try to find a good balance between that and what could be Napoleon, for example.
那所以他说，在针对拿破仑这个部分呢，那因为这个跟他个性完全是不一样啦，就是在野心的这个部分呢，跟他个性是完全不一样的所以他就是试着要去把这个有野心的人，把它放大1000倍，然后去试着去思考说，这个他的一个诠释方法怎么跟就是跟拿破仑这个角色做到一个平衡。
Of course, I just used my what I'm experiencing right now to answer your question, but yeah, I think it's worked for every character that you have to work. What do I have inside of me from the character, and if it's completely different, because it happens sometimes, if you have to act a serial killer, for example. Okay, for example, if I had to act a serial killer, I would think about all the people that I dream to kill in my life. And what could I do for them? You know, something like that. You need to find anything, even if it's far away from what you are, anything to relate to the character.
那就是说，其实要看你选到的角色是什么。如果今天我们选到是一个连环杀手的话，那在他的头脑里面就会开始思考说，我的清单到底有多长呢？对，我这辈子想要杀的人到底有多少呢？没有，这是我自己加的。好，那所以大部分的话就是说，只有去看说，你怎么去诠释这样的一个角色。
So did I answer well to John Eyzen?
那我顺便翻译一下，刚刚那个他第一开始讲那个部分，就是关于歌词的部分。他说怎么样去把这个歌词背起来呢？其实你可以用分段式的方式，你可以先把第一段先练习，然后再练习第二段、第三段，然后最后你把第一段练习唱熟了之后，你再去唱第二段，这个样子。
Next question.
OK，
好，这个。佩如同学他问说，想询问唱现场跟录音室的声音有没有什么差别，跟该注意什么呢
？So another students ask what's the differences between singing in live and in the studio, in the recording room?
Oh, that's completely different. The first thing is that when you are singing live, you can say, okay, can we stop? I want to redo this phrase, please. Can you imagine on live? La 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 la. Okay, stop. I don't hear myself good. Can we? Actually, some people can do that. I saw that on stage. No, in the studio, it's way more relaxed because mostly, of course, you focus about the acting, but just the acting in your voice. You just focus mostly on the voice, and you have all the time that you want to redo some things. Live, you are jumping without a parachute, so you cannot make any mistakes. So that's why you need a lot of preparation. However, it's not because of that singing in the studio is easy, because there are a lot of technical things when you record to understand. And of course, the voice needs to be more perfect, because when you're singing on live, if you're a good actor, you don't need to be a great singer if you have amazing acting skills. While when you're in the studio, your voice must be perfect. Even though nowadays there's a lot of effect on the voice, and that can make people who don't sing that much sing better. But for these people, they need to know that some people have good ears and can hear and then use this kind of effects. Just a personal thing.
好，那所以他说，其实最大的差异就是在于说，你现场你跟在录音室它是完全不一样的一个环境。第一个，你在现场你不能犯错嘛，因为你唱错了，你不能说，不好意思，我再重来一次。其实这是不可能的。但是有时候也有可能因为是他嘛，对不对？好，那在录音室的话呢，你可以一直重来。你可以重来，然后但是在录音室的时候，你的声音要求就会更高一些，因为你是要把这个东西录起来的嘛，那所以我又忘了。
The last part was basically me talking to myself, so it's not important.
What's the last part?
About auto-tune and everything.
对，然后他说在现今这个时代里面呢，有很多的歌手其实没有唱的那么好，但是他们会用一个就是 auto-tune 的一个方式，就是说他会去把那个音准给调回来。但是他说有些人有一些歌手，尤其是像这一类的歌手，他的耳朵特别的好，他是听得出来的。OK， 那我们现在再让现场的那个观众再发一个问题，好不好？ 那边有没有？因为都只有这边人，这好像是学校那种好学生跟坏学生这样。
Okay, guys, don't be shy. Oh, we have a question over there. Sorry, we try new people. Yeah, thank you very much, Mariam.
So I want to ask a question is similar to a previous one. So I have a performance in 2 weeks, and I want to ask that just like in the first minutes is my part to sing, and the second minutes is not my part, so I'll be quiet. And the next minutes is my part again. But in this section,
You're still on stage, right?
yes, I'm still on stage. But when
What song is it?
is Peking opera.
Excuse me?
Peking opera.
Okay.
Yes. But when I open my voice again, there's some incident happens. Like maybe my sound like a duck. So
Sorry, your song what?
like a duck.
Like a duck?
Yes.
Okay. Okay,
So
okay, yeah.
how to avoid this condition?
To be honest, my favorite singer is Stevie Wonder. I saw him live a bit more than 10 years ago. I was like so happy. And I heard Stevie Wonder, who is one of the best singer in the world, he was doing like, yeah! Stevie Wonder. It happened to any singer. Any singer can have that. For many reasons, you're tired, it can happen. I don't know, if you drink the night before, things like that. Stevie Wonder did that. I was like, my God, Stevie Wonder can do that too. So I feel a bit relieved about this, to be honest. So don't worry. Of course, if it happens often, yeah, it's maybe a matter of techniques. But if it happens just like once in a while, well, that's live singing, you know. It's not, you are not using effects like auto-tune, so you are really singing. It can happen. It happens to me sometimes too. Promise. And even to Stevie Wonder. So, does it happen often, or was it just this one time?
Just once.
That's life. And the point is, you know, when this kind of things happens, you cannot be like, hey! And don't do that. What Stevie Wonder did, he was alone with his piano, you know, so no instrument, no drum, no bass, just piano and voice. So no way to avoid that everyone heard it. So he stopped singing and say, "Oh shit," in French, actually. "Oh merde," with the and then he started to do an improvisation with his voice, and we were like, yeah, okay, he did that, but I cannot do that. Just act as if it didn't happen, or play with it. You know, make fun with the audience, try to have a connection. And trust me, if you do that and laugh about it and try to laugh with the audience, actually I'm saying that, but I'm like, yeah, I should do that if it happens to me, you know. Try to create a connection differently, but don't be like, oh, it happens. So yeah, what I will do is that act like if nothing happened, or try to, okay, once I did that and I tried to use it like, how did I do that? Yeah, but I was like, yeah! I tried to do like a vibe or something just to try to, okay guys, I did it on purpose, you know. Just play with it, it happens. And if it's just once in a while, you cannot avoid this kind of little problems.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We can have one or two last questions, maybe? Yeah?
OK， 那我们现在就最后一个问题。
Oh yeah, yeah, he will translate first, of course. No, I want to hear you doing that, actually.
Why? 你知道这个工
No,
作
I'm
真的
kidding,
很
buddy.
累。
I'm kidding. Don't do that.
我又要 cue 他开门，我还要弹钢琴，然后我还要翻译，我要这
Okay, next question.
So it's more of a proposal or like a small wish. Is it possible for some of us to sing like right now and get feedback from you? Because for example, for myself, I don't have time for the beginners or the master's class, but I really want to get feedback. So is it possible?
Okay, let's try. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try.
Let's go sit down. We can finally sit down.
Oh, cool! I have a concert today. Great. Go here, and I take your place.
What?
Yes. Yeah.
帮他鼓掌一下哈，谢谢。
And I will sit here.
It's my promise.
Do you want? Yeah. Okay.
So the song that I chose it's a pop song and a musical theater number. It's from the jukebox musical Mamma Mia,
Oh.
the titled song. Of course, it was from ABBA, and then due to one of my recent school projects, I made a little rendition for it, and just I would like to ask feedback from you if that's possible.
Let's try. Take your time, relax. We are all friends here. And yeah, basically that's what we will do every day during the masterclass. I'm sorry you cannot join. So let's try with you today.
I was cheated by you, and I think you know when. So I made up my mind, it must come to an end. Look at me now, will I ever learn? I don't know how, but I suddenly lose control. There's a fire within my soul. Just one look and I can hear a bell ring. One more look and I forget everything. Whoa, whoa, Mamma Mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist ya? Mamma Mia, does it show again? My, just how much I missed ya. Yes, I've been broken hearted, blue since the day we parted. Why did I ever let you go? Mamma Mia, now I really know. My, I should not have let you go. I was.
Okay. Don't worry. Okay, we can flow. Stay here. Stay here. Okay, so at first I was like, okay, I know exactly what I need to work on, and then you started like the energy part. I was like, no, okay, she can do it because we're like a bit shy. I know it's hard because you have an audience, and then, oh, sorry, yeah, I need the mic. Sorry, thank you for that. So yeah, at the beginning you were like really shy, and I was like, okay, but you can sing, of course. If we had more time, we would go a bit deeper on the voice, because on the breathing thing, and how to open a little bit more the mouth, because your sounds stay a little bit here. And you know, during the masterclass we would work on some projection exercise that would completely change your voice, like instantly. Really, it would be really easy with your voice because you can sing really good. I would just focus for today on the acting. You know, the first part is really slow, of course. You were already close and hiding yourself a little bit. once more, it's not a critics because you have a whole audience in front of you that don't know you, have no music, nothing, and me like, So, of course, I'm sure you can do better in a more relaxed situation. But you know, singing, sometimes you don't have time to relax. It's like, okay, you sing. Okay, so you need to like. What I think, it's not true. It's not what I truly think. But I repeat to myself before singing, I'm the best. I can do it. I'm not scared about it. That's what I repeat to myself. It's not a proper science, you know, but it worked on me. And then since the beginning, be there. Like, I'm singing for you. You will listen to me. I'm not scared of you. And trust me, if you start to think like that, your way of not specifically singing but acting will be more open. And even the dance, I felt that you had fun, but I'm sure you can have more fun than that. You need to believe in what you sing. Can we try again?
Like right now?
Like right now? Okay. So, close your eyes.
所以刚刚老师就是有讲一下，就是说关于在唱歌的部分哦，他希望他的嘴巴再张得更大一点哦，然后让他的声音可以再出来一点，然后还有关于然后当他现在在修正的是他的一个肢体的动作的一个部分哦。
Just have fun. Be sure of yourself. You're a good singer. You need to play with this audience. Keep your eyes closed. Give me what you have best. And try it. When you want. Take your time and breathe.
I was cheated by you, and I think you know when. So I made up my mind, it must come to an end. Look at me now, will I ever learn? I don't know how, but I suddenly lose control. There's a fire within my soul. Just one look and I can hear a bell ring. One more look and I forget everything. Whoa, whoa, mamma mia, here I go again.
More.
My, how can I resist you?
Yes.
Mamma mia, does it show again? My, just how much I missed you.
With a smile.
Yes, I've been broken hearted, blue since the day we parted. Why did I ever let you go? Mamma mia, now I really know. My, I should not have let you go.
Okay. Good. First, good job. So basically, that's what I do during the one-on-one session, and we just did 3 or 4 minutes one-on-one session with each one of you. It's at least 10, 15, 20 minutes, and we continue working until first I like what I see, and second until you feel more relaxed. Now it was just an example, and thank you for jumping on the stage. So feedback, voice. Of course, you didn't have time to warm up your voice, and it was not the thing. But I would work more on the projection, breathing too. Of course, when you dancing, it's complicated to think about all this, but you need. Second, what I would do if I had more time with you, I would erase completely the choreography that you had, because you are hiding behind that. And that when you're on stage, you cannot hide. Even if you try to do that, you cannot hide because you're alone on stage and everybody look at you. So don't hide, be there, and be proud to be there. That was really good.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Hi again. Yeah, that was on my notes, so I had to say it properly. No, just kidding. So for those who don't know me, I'm John Eyzen. I'm a French musical actor. I'm also a singer and a composer.
所以，我真知道你们都知道他是谁了，但是我还是要讲一下，他是一个作曲家，也是一个演员，然后也是一个歌手。Just let you know, I already asked them, does they know you, and they all know you.
Okay, cool. Great. So I don't need to introduce myself at all?
It's okay. We can do it again.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So basically I started stage when I was almost 3, less than 3 actually, because I was lucky my parents had a dance and musical school, so as soon as I could walk on stage.
那他其实在3岁的时候就开始他的一个职业生涯，就是也不算职业生涯，就是因为耳濡目染嘛，他们家是开舞蹈学校的，所以他从3岁开始呢，就是被家人踢上台。
Oh, you do it with the movement and everything. Oh, I love it. So since I was a kid, I studied how to dance, how to sing, and a bit later how to act, and I started to play music too.
所以从他小的时候他就开始学怎么演戏啊，怎么唱歌啊，怎么跳舞啊，然后到现在。
Then I studied in a school called Music Academy International, which is one of the 3 biggest school in Europe.
那他之后呢，到这个Music Academy International 这个学校去学习哈，然后
He's good.
然后 Sorry, I just forget. Yeah.
No, I was just saying that I studied 2 years in the
对，
music
他学了
academy.
2年。
Yeah, and for these 2 years, I mastered in actual music, the actual music course, and movie soundtrack composing.
他就在这边学习音乐啊，然后还有在这种movie soundtrack
Yeah, movie soundtrack, like
电影的配乐
the music that you have when you watch a movie.
电影的配乐，然后还有
I don't understand what you're telling me, you know?
I said movie soundtrack.
And actual music. That's the 2 courses that I follow. That I attend. Music actuelle. Sorry, we speak in French now because musique is actuelle. C'est toute la musique actuelle en fait.
然后还有各式各样不一样的音乐。
Except exactly. So right after that, I started my career. It was in 2004 with a TV show called Star Academy.
那他在他2004年的时候呢，他参加了一个法国非常有名的一个真人的一个选秀节目叫做 Star Academy。
I was only 18 back then, so please don't do the math about my age. Thank you.
他那个时候就18岁。然后不要猜他的年龄几岁。
You speak quite fast. So this TV show in France was back then really huge because we had millions of French people following. Like, you know, every Saturday we were singing in front of TV, and we had between 9-10 million French people watching it. So it was really huge.
那这个节目其实当初在法国它是非常非常有名的在法国他们就经过统计基本上每6个法国人就有1个法国人是看过这个节目的那当年是有几百万的人每天晚上的礼拜6然后准时回家去看这个节目的。
So right after that, 1 or 2 years later, I started a show that you maybe know called Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, maybe you know.
然后他之后开始了一个就是音乐剧，好像叫《罗密欧与朱丽叶》。
You know, really? Oh, okay, good. So, of course, I had the chance to play the character of Mercutio, who is always, since I'm a kid, was my favorite character in Shakespeare's writing.
那他这个在这十几年来，很不幸的都只能担任同一个角色，就是莫库修。对。
What did you say? That is so funny.
I said, unfortunately, for the past 10 years, you never can change the character because you were too good.
Oh, thank you. No, I never wanted to change. Actually, that's mainly that.
好了，事实上是他自己不想去换另外一个角色了。
So yeah, talking about that because of course we're here to talk about how to sing better and everything. And you know, when I started Romeo and Juliet, the very first show, it was really challenging because we had to do 9 shows a week without any break, and every day, every show, we had to sing, dance, and act at a really high intensity. So it was really a great training for me.
好了，他说在《罗密欧与朱丽叶》他其实一开始遇到最大的挑战是说，他们是1周要唱9场。那在这9场里面，他除了要演戏、要跳舞，还要唱歌。那对一个声音的考验，其实都是很严苛的。所以呢，所以呢，他在这一出剧里面，他学习到非常多的技巧。
So yeah, basically, Romeo and Juliet, especially the first show, was the best school to learn how to sing and act for me.
所以他觉得《罗密欧与朱丽叶》是他觉得最好的音乐学院。
Then I entered another musical a few years later called Notre-Dame de Paris, where I acted. At the beginning, I was acting Gringoire and Phoebus.
那他之后呢，参加了另外一个法国音乐剧的演出，那一出剧叫做《钟楼怪人》。那他在里面担任是那个 Gringoire 跟 Phoebus 的这个角色。
And as an actor, it was another challenge for me because I had to work on two different characters, two different personalities, completely different, and sometimes I had to switch from one role to the other role the same day.
那他觉得这个在钟楼怪人里面很困难的一个点，是因为他扮演的是2个角色。那这2个角色有时候是同一天需要去做一个演出，所以他必须要去诠释这2个人的个性。哦，那在整个你要在同一天里面去转换你自己的这个personality 的时候，不好意思 ，personality 是英文。
So yeah, basically try to not be schizophrenic with that, but
就是非常困难的。
Yeah. So yeah, the first year with Notre Dame de Paris, basically, it was really also good training, specifically as an actor. That's your work. You have to translate what I say. Come on.
Can you repeat again, please?
I forgot what I just said.
But you haven't known.
No, I said that yeah, basically it was a great training, specifically the first year with Notre Dame de Paris, because and specifically for the acting part, because I had to learn how to act two different characters. It was like a resume of what I just said, but as I need to say it again.
他说他在钟楼怪人学到真的非常多。
Oh, okay, great. Okay, thank you, bye. Okay, now I'm lost in my notes. Thank you, Manu. What did I say? Okay, and to end with Notre Dame de Paris. The last tour last year, I had the chance to be given the role of Gringoire that I did in South Korea and Taiwan, and it was one of my dreams when I was a kid to be Gringoire. So. It was great.
然后说他在去年的时候呢，他们就到韩国、台湾哦，然后跟着钟楼怪人这出剧，然后他担任这个黑寡这个角色，那他觉得这是他从小一直以来的梦想，那他觉得很开心。
And we finished this 2.5 years tour with Notre Dame in New York City, which was another dream when I was a kid. So it was amazing.
那他觉得他很开心的是说，因为这出剧最后到了美国的纽约的百老汇，那这也是他孩时的一个梦想，对啊，那他觉得很开心，我们帮他鼓个掌好不好？
谢谢。So I know some of you guys are interested about learning how to sing, but they are not really into musical. They are maybe pop singers or rock singer or whatever. So I didn't do only musicals. I also had rock bands, metal bands when I was a little bit younger. They say that.
那他说他除了是音乐剧的歌手以外，他其实有在各个不一样的音乐领域里面做发展了，像是摇滚乐啊，或是重金属音乐。你可以想象他唱重金属吗？
Okay, it was supposed to be a short presentation, but it starts to get long, so I will try. I am erasing many things. Yeah, okay, so basically I did a lot of different things. I did some plays in France, a movie that I unfortunately never saw, but I compose musicals, and hopefully one day one of these musicals will be on stage. Am I going too fast?
No, it's okay. Yeah， 所以他说他在法国有出演一些电影，虽然那些电影从来没有上映过，然后他有写过一些音乐剧，但那些音乐剧目前也还没有正式公开，所以希望这一些呢，有朝一日都可以再成为他就是他的梦想，也可以再继续实现哦。
Oh, you finished? Okay. So, and to finish with that, I also composed my first EP 2 years ago, and I think some of you guys helped me with that, so thank you again. Thank you so much for that.
那他之前有推出他自己的个人专辑，是在去年的时候，哦，那很开心，就是谢谢2年前。2 years ago?
Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
Okay.
Listen to what I say, Manu. Come on.
Okay.
No, he's doing his best. He's nice.
I make the cover.
No, no, guys, we can applaud him because it's a really hard job what he's doing. No, seriously. Now continue.
谢谢各位，他买他的专辑，对。现在报名也有送哦。
I have no idea what to say, but thank you.
You're welcome.
So, and finally, because yeah, that's the last point, promise. We will switch to the masterclass after. And finally, now I'm working on a new project called Napoleon. It's a musical that basically it was a Canadian musical, Canadian-American, composed 30 years ago, but for the first time they decided to do a French version, and we are doing it in Korea.
那他们现在在韩国做的一个，他在参与的一个新的制作呢，就是这个拿破仑。哦，那这个拿破仑他们原本是加拿大的剧组做的，哦，那他们这一次是决定使用法国的剧组，哦，那他们在韩国做一个首演这样子。
So yeah, basically I'm kind of busy nowadays, but I'm okay. No, it's really, I love it actually. I love what I do, and I'm very lucky to walk that much, so it's really great.
但他虽然很累，哦，因为他真的是蛮累的，因为就是我们
I'm expecting to see the movement too, you know.
他就蛮累的，对啊。然后他还要来，就很辛苦这样，对啊。
Just kidding, of course. So yeah, talking about Napoleon, because it will be interesting. Some of you guys, a lot of you actually, ask me how to act a song, how to be emotional and give emotions to the audience.
那很多人就是有询问他哦，因为有些人之前有填过表单，然后那所以那些表单的问题我们都有先看过哈。那有些人问说要怎么样去诠释这个歌曲，要怎么样去阐述你的情感，好，把它放到歌曲里面。哦，那这边的话就是我们新教官来跟你讲的。
And actually, what I'm experiencing right now during the rehearsal of Napoleon, I'm asking to myself the same question, and I will explain you why.
那他现在在做这个拿破仑的这个排练的时候啊，他也会去问他自己这些问题。那他现在会跟你们说为什么？
So the production of Napoleon told me a bit more than a month ago that I will also act the character of Napoleon.
那他那个剧组那边跟他说呢，他说他现在所担任的角色呢就是拿破仑。
And this character is really a huge challenge for me because it's completely different from all the other characters that I worked on until today.
那他说这个角色呢，对他来说是一个很大的挑战，因为这跟他过去接触过的角色都不一样。
And that's something that I know some of you guys are interested about maybe doing musical career, so that's probably a thing that we'll face one day.
那我知道台下你们有些人呢，说不定有一天也想要进入这个领域。那这一些呢，也是你将来会面对到的一个问题。
So basically, the difficulties that I'm facing right now, first one, Napoleon is always on stage. Always. He's always singing. He has many dialogues. And in a short time notice, of course, it's a part of my job, but we have so many lines to learn. That's really huge. I never had that much in my whole career. So it's really interesting and challenging.
那他说他最大的挑战其实就是说，拿破仑这个角色，他几乎从头到尾都在台上，然后而且他的歌词非常的多，然后他要一直唱，一直唱，一直唱。
But of course, this is kidding because learning lyrics is our job and we are used to that. But basically, it's the main problem and the main difficulty I'm having right now. The first one is how can I sing because it's really beautiful music. The music is, oh my God, amazing. But it's singing for 2 hours, high notes. It's really challenging, even for a singer with experience. And I'm asking myself, okay, how can I sing 2 hours of hard songs and emotional song and be good in it? So that's what I'm facing nowadays during the rehearsals.
That was really long.
Okay, I'm gonna take a coffee. I come back when you finish.
You totally forget about me.
Sorry.
Okay. 他说那个音乐呢，它是非常的美丽的哦，但是它也是非常难的，因为它的那个很多都几乎都是在高音那个地方，然后后面我忘了。
That's all. Okay. I hope you guys understand English a little bit.
I just remember like until the high notes, and then after that I forget.
Until the high notes. Okay. Yeah, basically you had everything. I'm talking too much. It's not in my notes. You know, I'm a bit passionate, so I'm like, okay, where am I now? So yeah, that's the first main difficulty. You know, work on the endurance, Nali, of the voice.
他说这最重要就是在训练一个耐力的部分。
The second difficulty is, as I said, it's really completely different from the character I'm used to act, and there are a lot of emotions in this show that I never did in my career. So I'm working a lot on that.
那再来另外一个问题的第二个问题的话，就是说在一个角色诠释的部分，这个角色诠释呢是他过去从来没有接触过的一个角色。
And that will be the transition for the reason why we are all here talking about the masterclass. What I'm experiencing right now, I will share it with the people who will do the masterclass, and we will work on that all together and try to find solutions, not for my problem, but all the problem that you could have in musical, or not only in musical, in pop song and rock song. All of that we will talk about it during the masterclass.
那所以这一次在大师班里面呢，这就是为什么说他也会来跟我们做一个经验分享的一个部分。那不管是在各种不一样的音乐，不只是音乐剧，也可能是流行乐啊，或者是说摇滚乐这个部分的话，他都可以去针对这些痛点，来去跟你们做一些改善。
You know, I was thinking, we did rehearse a little bit, like really fast this part, and we were like, okay, let's cut this part because it's getting too long, and now I realize it's longer than what we did during the rehearsals.
Yeah. 而且这一部分我们根本就没有 rehearsal 我们只有 re 了他的生平，然后他说我生平太长了，我要去剪，结果他就去后面剪了半个小时，然后我就一直站在这里。
Anyway, so let's talk about the masterclass. So, what will it be and what will we do?
那
do you have it? Shoulder.
那我们就是来讲一下这个关于大师班的部分我们要怎么来做，我们会做什么。
So as you know, there will be two different masterclass. There will be the discovery class and the main masterclass during the week. But Manu will tell you more about this later.
那大家也知道说我们这次有一个大师班嘛，有一个是3日的大师班，还有一个是1日的精进大师班。
So I will start talking about the discovery class that happened this weekend.
Oh, you mean the beginner class?
Yeah, the beginner class.
那我刚刚翻错了，就是我们这次有3日的大师班跟1日的基础班。
So first of all, I want to be clear about something. The beginners class is open, of course, to beginners, but not only because I know some advanced singers are interested about the masterclass but don't have the time to come during it. It's open to anyone.
那我们知道说这一次很多人有报了一个基础班那如果想要报大师班的话，可能因为时间关系或者怎么样，我们现在是有开放1日的一个大师班的一个报名那其实大家都欢迎都可以来报名大师班的。
So of course, we will talk about the voice and a lot of different techniques. First of all, breathing. Some of you guys came to the last masterclass, so you know how important it is. We talk about the breathing and why it's important to breathe properly, because it's completely different way of breathing than the way we breathe when we talk or something.
那上一次有一些学员有来上过像我们这次的话，我们就会每次那个老师讲的都会很注重的一个就是在呼吸因为所谓唱歌的呼吸法跟我们一般讲话的呼吸法其实是不一样的。
Of course, I will go really more into detail during the masterclass, but just for you to understand, breathing properly when you sing helps you first to support your sound and second to avoid hurt your voice.
那在这个课程里面，我们还有讲到一个很重要的，就是说怎么样去支撑你的声音，然后不要去伤害到你的声带。
That's why it's so important.
这就是为什么这么重要。
And then, of course, we'll work on some warm up, and then I will show you a lot of exercise to prepare your voice before singing. If it's singing in front of your friends or in KTV or maybe on stage, whatever. But if you properly warm up your voice, you won't hurt yourself.
那他还会教到很多的部分，就是说关于warm up 的部分。暖身的部分，就是暖身的部分那就算你只是要去 KTV 唱歌其实你在有一个适当的暖身之后你的声音都会比较好。
Then after this part, we will spend a little bit of time for me to answer all the questions you might have about the voice. And maybe for some of these questions, I can give you some exercises that you can practice at home.
那之后你们可以提出你们的问题，然后老师会针对你们个人去为你们制定一个比较适合的练习方式，然后让你们回家也是可以练习的。
The second part will be dedicated to something that is really important to me, rhythm.
那再来第二部分呢，
You know that.
就是对他来说非常重要的部分，就是节奏的部分。
So, you guys need to understand rhythm is something really underrated, and especially among singers.
那在那个你们必须要了解到一点，就是说节奏啊，其实是很重要的，然后尤其是对歌手来说。
And yeah, basically, people don't understand how important it is, but trust me, somebody who can master rhythm will become an amazing singer. I'm very serious about that.
那他再一次强调，就是说，如果你的节奏感是好的话，那你的歌唱技巧一定是可以更加一步的变成一个更好的歌手。
Then, we will, so of course, I will develop a little bit more about the exercise we will do later, but the third part of the beginner's class will be, of course, an introduction to interpretation and how to act a song.
那再来的话，第三部分的话，就是说，他会让你去讲述说怎么样去how to act the song。
How to act a song. Act.
Act。
Yeah.
你如何去演绎这首歌？
Do you want to help him? No, it's actually easier for you if I speak in French, but some people don't. Behind the camera, hello everyone. Some people
there's
don't
people
speak
online, yeah.
French or Chinese, so that's why I'm doing it in English. Okay. Anyway, where were I? Where was I? Okay. Did you finish what I said before? You got it? I don't know. Not remember.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. And then the last part of the master class, the beginner's class, sorry, will be what I call the one-on-one session.
那最后一部分呢，就是在这个基础班的部分哦，就是所谓的1对1教学。
So during that time, you will come and present one song, the song of your choice, whatever language you want. Of course, it's really important. It would be easier for me if it's an English song, but I prefer that you come with a song that you understand the language, because if you don't, the work won't be the same for that.
那在那个教学的部分呢，你们就是需要准备一首自己的歌哦。那这首歌的话，老师是希望比较是英文的啦。那如果是中文的话，其实也是他可以接受。
And during that time, actually, we spend, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 minutes just working on your song and how to make you sing it better or act it better or what you can improve on. That's actually the most interesting part of the beginner's class and master class.
那这个在不管是基础班或是大师班里面最有趣的部分，其实就在这个地方，就是教你怎么样，他可能会花10到20分钟的时间，去教你怎么去诠释这个歌曲，让它变得更好。
So one more time, it can be any language that you want, but I really insist on two things. First, you need to understand what you're saying. So if you don't speak English, don't choose a song in English. Choose a song in any language that you understand. Second point that is really important is that you must know the lyrics by heart. Because if you don't, a part of your mind will be focused on the lyrics and we won't be able to work on interpretation and acting.
那其实这个里面有2点很重要。第一点就是说，你必须要知道那个这首歌是在讲述什么的样的，它的故事是什么。那第二个的就是说，你必须要完全去了解那个歌词的内容。好，如果你真的不了解英文的话，真的听不懂英文的话，那就可以去试着找一个中文歌，然后彻底去了解，然后这样的话会有助于你的诠释以及整个情感发表的一个部分。
And basically, that's it for the beginner's class. So if you have any question at the end of this conference, I will answer to it, or he will.
那这就是一个基础班的一个稍微的一个介绍。
Some water, some
在最后我们会有一个 Q&A 的部分，那大家都其实最后是可以提问的，就在今天最后的时候。
Thank you. So, drink. Okay, so now let's switch to the masterclass.
OK，
So, yeah, I just want to be clear about this thing too, because a lot of people ask us, okay, I don't think I have enough level to join the main masterclass.
那这个就是我们现在讲的就是大师班的部分。那我们也是有收到很多学员说，来跟我们说，我觉得我好像不够资格去上大师班。
So anyone who is willing to work hard is more than welcome during the masterclass. Really.
如果你们想要变好，然后想要很认真的学习的话，那其实大家都是可以来报名的。
You just need to understand that, of course, it will go faster than the beginner's class because some singers already have a good level, and I will go a little bit deeper into the explanations and the details of the exercise, and yeah, of course, we will go faster.
那当然跟基础班比起来的话，还是会有一些程序会是比较快的哈。然后当然，但是在这些技巧的话，它会切入点会更加的着重了。
So yes, if you're total beginners, of course, the beginners class will be more adapted. However, if you are interested, maybe you can start with the beginners class, and if you liked it, join the master class because, of course, it will be different exercises, but you will already have a basics that I will give you during the beginners class. So it can be interesting if you have the time, of course, and if you are interested, of course, to join both.
It's very long.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm very thirsty. You just drink water. I didn't even open mine.
Okay, take your time. Okay, so now it's time to have some commercial. Can I have the music, please? Oh, great. It's okay. Take your time. Oh, you have your own assistants. Can I have one too? You volunteer? Okay, good. Okay, so okay, that's not what I was supposed to say. I was supposed to say this later. It's okay, no problem. Did you drink? Can we go on?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so we separated the masterclass into 3 different sessions. Of course, one masterclass is 3 days, and the 3 days are different thematic.
那我们现在是把大师班分成3天了，因为我们现在就是说同学们可以是一次报名1天了，所以大师班现在是分成3天，那3天所教的内容是完全不一样的。
So the first day will be dedicated only to voice.
那我们的第1天呢，我们就只会着重在声音的部分。
Was it short enough for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So as for the discovery class, during the master class, we talk, of course, about the breathing, but we will go way deeper into the techniques.
那在那个大师班的部分，当然基础班我们会讲到呼吸的部分，但是在大师班的话，大师班。
Okay, what I heard was da. Okay. Okay, good.
大师班的部分呢，我们会更加切入的去教更精进的呼吸技巧。
Yeah, just talking 2 seconds about the breathing. If we have the time, we will work on the 2 different ways of breathing. Because yes, when you're a singer and professional singer, you use 2 different techniques of breathing, which both are different from the way we breathe when we talk.
那他会教的是有2个不一样的呼吸法哈。那当然就是说，还是回到一个，就是说我们刚刚讲的，就是当你在唱歌跟你在讲话的时候的呼吸法是不一样的。
Then we will switch to the vocal warm-up, and I will show you all the exercise that you can do before singing to prepare your voice, and also exercises that I do myself in my daily routine.
那他再来的话，当然就我们接到所谓的暖身的一个训练哦。那这个暖身的训练也是他个人过去自己自身也会使用的一个暖身训练的。
And after that, we will do some exercises to improve your voice.
那之后我们会做一些改善你声音的一个训练。
And as a lot of you guys sent questions about how can I do this, how can I do that, I adapted my class to your questions, and so we work on some very specific matters.
那所以呢，因为之前有收到很多你们的一个问题哦，然后所以我们就会针对你们的问题，然后去做一个根据你的问题做改善的一个方式。
So, for example, a lot of you guys ask me, how can I sing high notes?
比方说，要怎么唱高音呢？
That's all. Oh, okay. So, how to sing high notes without being heard? So, I prepared few exercises for the masterclass to show you how to sing high notes and higher and higher. Of course, there's a lot of things we need to discuss. First, what is your range? Because the range, you know, some people are tall, some people are smaller. The range of the voice is the same. Some people can sing high, some people can sing low, and it's just like that. And we have to adapt to your own voice. Sorry.
那这个他第一个会教呢，就是说这个部分就是教你怎么去唱高音，唱非常非常高的高音。那当然，这还是要去看你的音域去做决定的哈。就是说，有些人可以唱很高，有些人可以唱很低，有些人唱很高，有些人唱很矮。就是
I remember the movement I did. It was good for now.
反正就会针对这个部分，然后去加强你的高音。
Okay, good. We will do other exercise because some of you guys wanted to know how to sing longer notes. So I adapted to that, and I will show you some exercise for that because that's true. It's important. And basically, as you can guess, everything happened here, breathing. That's why it's so important because 90% of the techniques, vocal techniques that you ask comes from the breathing. That's why I really insist on that.
那再来就是讲到长音的部分呢，讲长音的部分呢，那最重要就是肚子，就这样。
Oh, my friend, you start to look depressed right now.
It's just getting longer and longer. You give me like one phrase, it's short enough.
Okay, how to use the vibrato and control it?
怎么样去唱抖音呢？而且怎么去控制它呢？
We will do some exercise for that. Is it good enough?
我们会有一些训练。
So we will do also some different exercise, how to sing louder or softer, some projection exercises.
Projection.
Projection.
是个 projection.
Okay, louder and softer. It's okay.
OK， 就是他会教你怎么唱的很大声跟很轻柔。
Where am I? Yeah, and of course, at the end of this first part of the day, question and answer about anything you want to know about singing, like for the beginners class.
那当然，在最后的话，也很欢迎各位询问任何有关于这个基础班跟大师班的课程的问题。
Second part of the day, because basically all the days, the second part is the one-on-one session. So every day we will have this because that's really the most interesting part.
那每一天呢的第二部分呢，其实都是1对1的一个教程啊。那这也是最有趣的部分哦。What's so funny?
No, nothing. You're doing great, buddy. Really great. Okay, why? I already talked about that. Yeah, for the masterclass and for the one-on-one session, it would be good to come at least with 2 songs. 2 different songs, and if you can, 3 songs once more that you know by heart.
那如果可以的话，就是各位学员来上课的时候，最好是准备2首歌。好，如果3首是更好啦。那最好是有1首就是你真的很了解、很熟记的1首，这样子。
And that's it for the first day. Second day. Guess. Rhythm, yes. Not only, of course, we will start with to warm up the voice and maybe continue a little bit the voice exercises that we might won't have time to do the day before.
所以刚刚讲那个是第1天的部分，那第2天的部分呢，其实就是着重在于节奏的部分。
And we will go deeper in the rhythm techniques.
那第二天的部分呢，就会着重在于节奏的一个训练的部分。
So we will study songs of really amazing and famous artists like Michael Jackson or Ed Sheeran, artists like that, and we will focus only on the rhythm of the melody. And I promise you, at the end of this exercise, you will understand why rhythm is so important.
那他会用一些知名的歌手，像是Michael Jackson 啊，还有那个 Ed Sheeran 的那个歌曲哈，然后的旋律，然后去教你怎么样去打这个节拍。那他跟你保证，在课程结束之后，你一定会收获非常良多。
As soon as you will understand that and train more and more on the rhythm of your singing, I promise you, your way of singing will be completely different.
当你在接受更多的一个节奏的一个训练之后，你的歌曲的唱歌的诠释技巧呢，就会有完完全全不一样的一个呈现。
And I don't want to brag, but the course that I give on the second day about the rhythm, no one else give it for singers. I mean, not for musicians, but for singers.
那这个节奏的这个课程啊，其实对歌手来说是比较少见的，大部分呢都没有这个课程。
And why? Because, well, most of the singers just don't understand why rhythm is so important. People, all the singers who play instruments understand that, but not the singers who are not musicians.
那他也不知道为什么是说对于歌手来说节奏的训练好像不是那么的重要，但其实对音乐家来说呢，那个节奏是非常重要的。
And as usual, second part of the day, one-on-one session.
然后第二部分就是一对一教学。
And now the third day, and I think that most of you guys ask me about that, how to interpret a song, how to act a song.
那第三部分呢，就是讲到一个诠释歌曲的部分。
So I want to be clear about something. A lot of you guys are not really into musical, but they are more into pop song, rock song, whatever the style. And they think, okay, I don't really need to learn how to act a song. I don't want to be a musical actor. And they think basically acting a song is just for musical actor.
那他说他相信很多人有时候其实要唱的不是音乐剧的歌，而是所谓的流行歌。那当你要唱流行歌的时候，你可能会有一个疑问是说，为什么我要去演这个歌？为什么我要去像音乐剧一样去演这个歌？但实际上不是这样子的。
It's a mistake.
这是一个错误。
Let me say it again. It's a mistake.
这是个错误。
I will explain you why. Let's take an example. Everybody know Freddie Mercury, who was the singer of Queen. You guys, please tell me that you know
大家
him.
知道 Queen 的主唱吗？Freddie。
Let's imagine Freddie Mercury singing without acting.
那我们想象一下 ，Queen 的主唱，他在唱歌的时候，他是没有在演的。
So imagine Freddie Mercury doing like, "Buddy, oh boy, make a big noise, playing in the streets, gonna be a big man someday. You got blood on your face, your big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing we will rock you." Sing it. Can you picture that? Freddie Mercury worked on how to act his songs. He's not a musical actor. He's a rock singer, probably my favorite and one of the best in rock music. He learned how to act a song.
所以就算是摇滚乐的
Wait, you have to translate the singing too.
You want to do the translation, right? I'll let you do this part.
What did you say? Picture Freddie Mercury singing like that, and of course he worked on how to act this song.
那当然，这个 Queen 的主唱他还是花了很大一个功夫在学习怎么演这个歌的一个部分啊，其实就是一个表演艺术的一个呈现这样子。
So to answer to this concern about I'm a pop singer, I don't need to work on acting the song, the answer is no, you need to work on that.
所以当你觉得如果你是就是流行乐手，你不需要
And no,
不需要去学习这个演歌的话，那你就错了。
You're done? Okay. Where was I? I don't remember. I'm lost again. It's your fault. Continue talking. Yeah, okay. Basically, I'm lost, but it's just because artists like Freddie Mercury and I don't know, Prince, Michael Jackson, whoever, they were really feeling what they were saying. They were living their song, and that's why, of course, they are amazing singers. No discussion of that. But they knew how to give emotion to the audience, and that's not something natural. That's something that you need to learn.
那就像是 Michael Jackson 一样，他活在他自己的音乐里面，然后他唱出他自己的那个情感的那个部分。那当然，他们在这些东西都是下足很多的功夫的。
So, the third day of the masterclass will be only dedicated to that: how to interpret a song, how to act a song. And not only musical song, any kind of songs.
所以在第3天的大师班的课程，主要的教授的部分就是这样，怎么去诠释你的歌曲，怎么样去演出你自己的一个歌曲的一个特色，这样子。
So of course we will start the day with a vocal warm-up like every day, and then we switch to exercises such as the first one, the most important one on how to act a song, understand the lyrics. Because picture it, how to act a song if you don't understand what you're saying? Who can answer that? No, I'm really willing. Who can answer that? Okay, no, who can answer that?
谁可以回答
Who can answer that?
如果你不了解你的歌词的话，你要怎么样去把这首歌唱得好呢？谁可以回答这个问题？
It's impossible. I completely agree. So the first exercise will be that we will study 1 or 2 lyrics if we have the time, different style of music, of course, and we'll try to understand, okay, what the writer is saying and how can I act that. It was not that long. Okay, let me do it again. What did I say? So yeah, the first exercise we will work on 1 lyrics or 2 if we have the time. Yeah, it's almost what I said. And we'll try to understand what the writer wanted to say and how to act these lyrics.
那所以我们会就是针对这个歌词的部分然后去看这个作词者的那个心境，当你到时候当时到底是怎么样，然后可以去阐述这个歌曲。
Then we switch to another exercise is how to use my body when I sing. Because a lot of singers, you know, they are like that. They don't really know what to do. Of course, some of them need to work on their self-confidence, things that we will work on during the masterclass too. But a lot of people don't know what to do with their body and specifically their hand. So some of them just stay like that, or some of them to hide themselves, they just hide themselves behind big movements, you know. And no, don't do that. We will work on how to use your body when you sing a song.
那所以呢，就是再来这个部分，就是他会教你怎么用你的身体去唱歌。就是有些人唱歌会这样子，然后就是很不自然，对。然后有些人唱歌就是动作很大啊，这样子啊，所以怎么去诠释这样就是很重要啊。OK。
Good, very good. I was impressed. I was watching a show right now. Yeah, a lot of singers are really scared about that part. And it's normal. I was too when I started to study musical. So we will do some exercise first to relax you guys.
那包含他自己，他一开始在音乐剧的舞台上面的时候，他其实一开始也会有这个问题啦，就是说因为台上紧张压力大嘛，所以他会教你们怎么去放松你的身体。
And as soon as you will be more relaxed, we will start to work on some exercises. Funny one, actually. So please don't be scared to be ridiculous because we will all be during these exercises.
那 I don't understand actually.
What did I say? Yeah, as soon as they will be a bit more relaxed about that, we'll do some.
当你们会越来越放松的时候。
We will do some. It's going to be complicated like that. We're going to do some few exercises to know how to use their body. And I forgot what I said before. Thank you, Manu.
那你就会越来越知道怎么使用你的身体。
And okay, that's it.
就这样。
I forgot, sorry. And then we will watch some interpretation that I love and that are amazing. I already talked about Freddie Mercury, of course, but we will talk also about modern artists, watch how they act on stage, modern artists, funk, soul, electronic, whatever, musicals, of course, and we will study from them, because that's what we all do professional. We watch the other to understand what they do, to be able to do it ourselves, and then try to find our way to do it.
那在这个部分的话，我们也会去想，我们会去观察去从看别人的一个方向，看别人的一个方式去学习，怎么样去诠释这个歌曲，或怎么样去演这个歌曲那不管是从现代音乐啊，或者是说从各种不一样的音乐从角度去看。
And of course, second part of the day, one-on-one session.
那第二部分就是1对1教学。
So that's it for the short presentation of the masterclass.
那这个就是大概大师班的部分这样。
And you know, I just see that I'm just at the half of what I wanted to talk about. So let's go at the end directly because we don't want this this moment to last for 3 hours. So, what? Okay, give me a second. Tac, 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 tac. I just want to be. Okay, so to end that, because we have a lot of different things to discuss, I just want to end by explaining that this kind of masterclass that I give, you won't have it a lot. You won't have a lot of you won't have it a lot of teacher who will give this kind of masterclass.
那这一天他John带来的这个大师班呢，其实并在市面上是很少见的，就是大部分的人不会是这样子来教学的。
Personally, I never had a teacher who told me all these different parts of singing.
那就他自己的自身经验来说，其实他没有遇过任何一个老师是这样去分解拆教的。
I'm not saying that it doesn't exist. Of course, it does exist. It might exist, but I never find a teacher who told me all that. Basically, I took all my singing skills from many different teachers around the world. Same for the acting, same for the music, and same for the dance. It's from everything that I learned from different teachers mixed into this masterclass.
那所以他这次带来的大师班，其实是他从世界各地拜师学艺，然后慢慢的取经所收集而来的集一成之精华。
Good job, Eddie. And finally, of course, it comes from. Okay, please don't do the math, but it comes from almost 35 years of experience on stage.
所以他在舞台上面已经35年了哦。
Don't do the math.
他3岁的时候被踢上台。
And with all that I experienced and in a lot of different kind of shows and concerts and also play movies, events, because I did also some events for a few years, there's a lot of chance that what the problems as a singer that you are facing now, I faced it at some point of my career.
就是从他过去的经历，不管是从音乐剧啊，或者甚至在电影啊，或者是在甚至是活动歌手啊，哦，那这些在过去他所收集到的所有的一个经验哦，他所面对到的问题，那他这一次都可以为你们来做一个最好的一个诠释的解答。
So if I could fix it for myself, I can do it for you too, and I can give you the keys to do it.
那他已经在这些问题上面找到了解答，那他相信他也可以帮你们的问题找到解答。
Of course, depending on what you want to work on, it will be impossible to fix it within 1 day or 2 days. But I will give you all the keys to work at home after the masterclass to fix it.
那当然，一天要解决所有的问题呢是不可能的，但是呢，你可以把这些解决的方式带回家，然后自己慢慢的练习。
Whatever, if you want. If you join the masterclass, I promise you that if you're a serious worker, your voice will change. It's a promise.
那他保证，如果你真的很想要学习，真的很想要去改善你自己的声音的话，那你来参加这个课程的话，你是一定会进步的。
Thanks for listening to this short presentation. Thank you, 谢谢。
Okay.
Okay.
So I will invite the previous student who shared the experience.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
Great.
So I will find you later.
Yes. See you later, guys.
Yeah. OK， 那现在的话，我们就欢迎一下我们之前的这个我们之前来上过他的课程的那个学员来跟我们分享一下他的经验哈。那熊太友，你可以上来一下，我们帮他鼓个掌好不好？
大家晚安，大家好。我的名字叫 Singple。今天很荣幸，我也很开心，也谢谢 John 给我这个机会来跟大家分享我去年参加大师班的一个体验，还有学习的心得。那其实我 直到去年去看钟楼怪人音乐剧的时候，我才认识 John 这个人的。然后因为一直以来钟楼怪人这出剧的演员，尤其是那个演诗人的法国元老级演员 Bruno， 其实在我心中就是无可取代。所以去年其实我没有抱太大的期待去看这出剧，然后结果我听到 John 一走出来，然后他唱那个声音，我就觉得很感动，就觉得他诠释的这个角色就是很温暖，然后又很细致、很细腻，所以我就觉得还蛮欣赏这个人的。然后后来我回家，我就上网去爬梳一下他的一些过往的经历，然后我就发现他其实是很专业，然后又很优秀的一个音乐作曲家，还有演员歌手。那他自己不断的也是在精进嘛，有在进修。那但是因为我平常比较少在滑IG， 我之前没有 IG， 然后是我之前本来都不知道有大师班这个资讯，然后是我一个朋友，他知道我还蛮欣赏他的，然后他就马上传了这个资讯给我。然后老实说，我看到这个资讯的时候，其实我没有任何的疑虑，我就是很想要跟他学习，但是其实我从来都没有接受过任何的专业歌唱的训练。然后我就是一个初学者。那音乐，因为我从小到大就很喜欢听音乐，然后很喜欢唱歌，但是我没有受过任何的专业训练。然后我自己本身也不是从事这一行的，它就是我的一个日常的兴趣。那后来，即便我还是知道说这个大师班它是要甄选的，那我就是还是鼓起勇气去甄选。那我想跟大家分享的就是，其实录取之后，我心里还是会有一些脑补的那个 OS， 就是怎么办？因为我不知道来上大师班的人，就是他们的程度是不是比我高很多啊？然后我又是班上程度最低的，然后老师教我会不会跟不上？我就很担心，而且想到又要就是要在大师面前唱歌，我到底哪来的勇气？到底哪来的那个厚脸皮啊？我就觉得自己好像是在关公面前耍大刀的那种感觉。可是我跟大家分享，就是其实实际上跟 John 上课之后，就那一段期间，其实我发现他真的是一个很棒、很温暖的老师。你们刚才也有看到，其实他就是一个很亲切的法国人。因为以前我对法国人就是有一些自己的偏见，这样。然后我就觉得他很温暖，而且他对我们每一位同学都很因材施教。那确实，我就是在班上真的，就是我听了其他同学演唱之后，我真的发现我真的就是道道地地的初学者。然后我完全就是我自己唱歌也是很像小猫这样，然后声音很细。然后我听其他同学唱歌，都觉得他们唱歌好好听哦，而且他们的学经历背景都很优秀，而且甚至有些是很专业的歌唱的老师，然后有的可能学生他们之后出去也是要做这相关的行业。可是我什么都不是，我只是把唱歌当成兴趣而已。那可是 John 老师他并不会因为我是程度最低的，然后就觉得我很笨，然后就觉得我什么都不会。他反而就是会比较细心的来带着我，然后去帮我调整。那我跟大家分享，就是我印象很深刻，就是我们从一开始，就像刚才老师讲的，他就会一直教我们如何在唱歌的时候正确的呼吸，还有暖身，那这个很重要。刚才老师有讲到，然后还会再教我们一些乐理跟技巧。那老实说，大师班真的不是幼幼班啦。其实，在学习的过程当中，我难免就是会遇到一些我不会的地方，或是我听不懂。就英文我听得懂，可是套在他的乐理上面，我就完全就听不懂了。然后我就会常常愣在那边，然后就觉得好像有点丢脸。可是其实老师都不会怎么样。然后我记得老师那个时候啊，一开始在练唱的时候，他就发现我在唱歌的时候就有在肢体上面有一些不是很好的习惯，然后他就一直这边帮我瞧一瞧，然后那边帮我瞧一瞧，然后其他同学上来练的时候啊，他们也一直被瞧，就是真的身体就一直被动来动去这样子。然后有的时候我都觉得他很像我们班的，好像是整蛊师还是什么，就是我觉得我们全身上下都被他整过了。然后就觉得有时候我回想那一段，都觉得自己好蠢啊！就是为什么我唱歌的时候都会有那些坏习惯？可是还好他有救我们这样子。那 还有我记得，因为我们去年那一班就是我们有个成果发表会嘛，那其实学3天然后就要上台，对我一个就是没有这种经验的人来说，其实是很有压力的。那我印象当中我很深刻，就是有一天就是最后一天在练唱，因为我们要决定明天上课要唱什么，然后我在唱的时候我就觉得压力很大，然后我突然就情绪上来，然后我就唱不下去，我就哭了。就真的就掉眼泪，然后 John 他就把所有的音乐切掉、关掉，然后就走到我面前来关心我，就是问我一些事，说你是不是想要前男友啊？你前男友是不是对你不好啊？什么？有那个是一个悲伤的情歌，然后我就说，不是，我现在不是想到前男友，是想到明天就要上台唱歌，然后我一直没有办法好好的驾驭这首歌，然后又觉得压力很大，又很怕丢你的脸，我不知道该怎么办。然后他就说，你不要想太多，你不要担心。那你现在就是好好专注唱给我听，然后你不要放太多的那个情绪在里面。那我就发现他很温暖，然后他其实也是很尊重我。为什么？因为我记得，最后一天，就是我真的到最后一天，我还是没有办法，我就跟他说，老师，我可不可以在最后一刻我换歌，然后我唱给你听好不好？就在下课的前5分钟，然后他就在听我唱另外一首歌，然后他就说好，那这首歌可以，那你明天就唱这首。我就发现 John 这个人他其实是很尊重学生的，对，他不会因为说我们前面已经练了好几次，然后你换歌就不行。然后我记得他有对我说过一些话，我觉得很感动，就是当我觉得没有信心的时候啊。我记得他英文说什么忘记了，中文的意思就是说，双彩，我相信你的声音是可以上台表演的。那我都这么相信你了，那只要你愿意相信你自己，你就一定可以。然后当下我就觉得，哇，这个人怎么那么好啊？然后就觉得当下就是有给我很大的鼓励跟信心，即便我是在班上就是吊车尾的。那我现在回想起来都觉得很温暖，我都觉得说他除了是我的唱歌老师之外，他好像某种程度是我的心灵大师的那种感觉。那因为我们上完课之后，就是大家都各自回到自己的生活嘛。那我还是有继续的唱歌，就像以往一样，因为我就是很喜欢唱，因为我觉得音乐真的就是很滋养我自己，然后可以带给我很大的甜度。但是我发现跟他学完唱歌之后，我好像有越来越喜欢唱歌时候的我自己，就是以前比较没有发现，以前就是喜欢唱，可是就觉得自己唱得不好，一直插自己刀。可是现在呢，你就会发现说，好像透过他教的那些方式，也许像刚才一直强调那个节奏，我真的到现在都还不会。可是其实我有一直慢慢进步当中。然后我觉得我都是在跟自己比，不是在跟别人比，所以大家也不用担心。那我觉得这次我也是很谢谢，就是 Manu 跟 Orange 有来邀他来开课，因为我觉得就是大家是不是都觉得希望 John 常常来台湾开音乐剧，因为我就很希望说，其实台湾可以多注重一些这方面的教育，不要都是在韩国。这样我们就要飞到韩国去了嘛，对不对？那希望就台湾就可以，就像有 Manu 这样子的人，然后可以多的去培育这样子的人才，然后让这样这么优秀的人可以跟我们一起合作，然后我们就可以在国内看音乐剧。那我觉得这个课程真的很棒。那他们这次有很用心的规划，然后很用心的筹备，我也相信 John 本人他自己也很用心的在筹备这个课程。那我觉得这个课程一定比我们去年第一班还要更精彩、更丰富，所以我诚挚的邀请大家，如果你们今天听了很有兴趣的话，不要害怕，就是来报名下一周的课程。然后我们很期待在课堂上见到你。那以上就是我的分享，谢谢大家。
We can applaud also Manu at the piano, translator, even producer, pianist. He can do everything. We can applaud him.
OK， 其实今天本来是我要讲话的一个部分，但是因为呢时间占太多，所以我的部分完全被卡掉了。我的电脑还在这里呢。那主要就是说，我们还是希望说，如果大家有兴趣的话，那还是可以来参加我们明天开始的基础班，然后我们下礼拜有大师班。哦，对了，其实我准备个奖品呢。 Caesar, okay? You can play piano. Lune. Lune qui là-haut s'allume sur les toits de Paris. Voir quand un ombre s'ouvrit d'amour belle. OK 这个完全是一个不对的桥段，好吗？线上的观众，请你们删掉这一段，好。我们现在有准备了另外一个学员要分享。
我第一次知道 John 是在2016年的时候的首场的 Romeo and Juliet， 那时候当然就是因为一些意外，所以他当时就演了一场。那呢，但是我其实对他的喜欢是逐年，不能说逐年，应该说随着他一次一次的表演，就是一次的增加。为什么呢？就是不知道大家有没有注意到哦，就是如果要说一句话形容，就是对 John 的歌声的形容，不知道你们会想到什么？对我而言呢，我觉得他的声音很像海豚，对，就是你们不觉得他的发声位置很特别吗？一般我们可能会想到哦，好腹式呼吸，或者是呢借由喉咙发出声音。可是你不觉得 John 本身就像是一个大音箱？他感觉对我而言，我觉得他发出声音的部位是在额头，甚至是全身，就是全身都在发出共鸣的声音哦。所以呢，当他去年呢，就是在他的 story， 在他的限动就是 po 出说有这个大师班的消息的时候，当时呢，其实我也是毫不犹豫，但是其实我应该要犹豫的，因为他完全跟我的上班时间撞期了。那另外一件事情呢，就是呢，我本身的工作性质，我一天其实呢是要讲话8到12小时，甚至是15个小时以上。所以当时呢，大概对我而言，唯一的顾虑就是，我想到说，基本上就是因为我每天都需要用我的声音工作，我每天这样讲话，所以其实说一句老实话，其实在上大师班之前呢，好，这件事情有点好笑哦。我很喜欢音乐剧，我也很喜欢听音乐，但是其实在我参加大师班之前呢，我是一次 KTV 或者是呢就是歌唱的场合都没有参加过的，这是事实，就是我的朋友可以作证。那呢，所以参加这个班级对我而言呢，我第一件事情就是，当我开口唱歌的时候，我觉得我自己的声音非常的虚，就是呢轻飘飘的，不要说轻飘飘那么好听，就是根本就不知道在唱什么，然后也唱不出声音。那第二件事情呢，就是我的节奏感也非常的差。那再来第三件事情呢，就是连我最基本的就是我讲话很急很快，所以在我唱歌的时候呢，我发现连我的呼吸呢怎么样，它都是呢非常的没有办法支撑我的声音的。那更别提到说想要把一句呢比较长的音唱的比较不要说好，甚至是稳都没有办法做到。那在参加完大师班之后呢，当然大家都知道大师班的课程，像今年可能是1天，或者是呢3天，顶多就3天的时间。那你会觉得说3天的时间，那我可能呢花了这些时间，花了这些学费，在这个班级当中我能得到什么？那对于我而言呢，我当时的经验，我觉得在参加完之后呢，第一个当下，其实我没有觉得我自己变得很厉害。当然现在我也不觉得我自己唱歌变得多厉害，但是呢，我只知道就是 John 跟我们说过的一句话，你只要有心，你只要认真，那你每天把比如说呼吸的这些基础功，你一步一步的每天去做，老老实实的做，其实在做一段时间之后呢，其实你一定会发现你的声音呢跟你想象中的，还有你能达到的地步，你会发现呢，你会比想象中进步的还要更多更多。那像以我自己个人的经验呢，就是在唱完之后大概半年啦，应该说不到半年的时间，大概就在于这一次的大师班的报名之前，我很想要上这次的大师班，但是一方面我又觉得我自己的声音其实跟其他同学比起来，我觉得我自己其实还是蛮就是不足的。我又很怕呢，像大家都知道大师班是要经过甄选的，其实我一直很紧张，我一直很怕说会不会即使呢我去年参加大师班，那我今年呢依然在就是竞争的甄选的这一关，我可能还是呢落败或被刷下来怎么样？所以呢，我就是鼓起了勇气，就是我说过了嘛，我在这之前，因为我每天都要一直说话上班，所以我其实没有参加过就是歌唱的活动或者是 KTV， 但是呢，我就硬拉了我的朋友，就是每个礼拜呢，就是一次陪我呢去 KTV 练歌。那他一开始觉得我的声音好像没有什么问题啊，但是呢，当时呢，他回顾到我去年的就是惩罚桥段，他发现说，老实说，天哪，去年唱的真难听死了，他完全没有办法想象，就是去年的我跟今年的我的声音是同一个人哦。 好，所以呢，就是我想要跟大家说，如果你有兴趣，你不一定要是一个专业的表演者，即使你今天只是你喜欢听音乐，或者是呢你喜欢呢音乐剧，或者是你纯粹呢就是想要呢在表演方面，或者是帮自己呢就是人生的技能增加一项兴趣或者是专长，都非常欢迎你们来报名，就是基础班或者是大师班。就是在这一次的课程之后，或者是呢往后，你可能会发现你的进步不是立即的，但是你可能经过就是1个月、2个月，甚至是半年，甚至是数年之后，你想起这堂课，你一定都会是收益良多的。所以就是非常就是欢迎大家加入我们这个 John Eyzen 的大师班的大家庭哦，很欢迎，很希望下礼拜可以见到大家，谢谢。
好了，那今天谢谢各位来参加我们这个讲座。我发现就是同学讲的都比我好，所以，如果大家也想跟他们一样好的话呢，就请来参加我们的大师班，还有我们的基础班。好，各位谢谢，然后也谢谢 John， 他在后面。